The mitochondria is an organelle which is responsible for generating energy by converting ADP to ATP. It is often described as being the powerhouse of the cell. Ribosomes reside within the mitochondria and serve to synthesize membrane proteins that make up the electron transport chain. Without the mitochondrial ribosomes, aka the mitoribosomes, proteins used in the electron transport chain cannot be formed. These membrane proteins ultimately drive the formation of ATP via oxidative phosphorylation. The mitoribosomes are composed of a large and small subunit, just like in the ribosomes found in the cytosol. In mammalian ribosomes, the small subunit is called the 28S, while the large subunit is called 39S. The whole mitoribosome has a size of 55S. The mitoribosome is composed of many different types of proteins and RNA molecules. The mitoribosomes translate mitochondrial mRNAs encoded in the mitochondrial DNA. The translation of the protein begins when an mRNA molecule binds to the small subunit. Once the mRNA binds to the small subunit, the large subunit will bind to it. The complex has 3 sites: the amino acid site, the peptidyl site, and the exit site. The initiation begins with the tRNA carrying an amino acid to the ribosome. The tRNA is complementary to the mRNA and enters the A site. As more tRNA enters the ribosomes, a polypeptide chain begins to form. The tRNAs enter through the A site and elongate the chain at the P site. Once the amino acid is added, the tRNA leaves through the exit site. Here's a metaphor to better understand how the mitoribosome functions and the different pieces it needs to be functional. Imagine that the entire mitoribosome is a factory that manufactures cars. The mRNA is the blueprint for each car. Each protein is a different type of car. The tRNA is a conveyor belt that brings all the car parts together, and the amino acids are the different car parts. The small subunit represents the people, who take the blueprint and type it into the computer, while the large subunit represents the entire warehouse building. Once the people get the blueprint, the tRNA, or the conveyor belt, brings the tRNA, aka car parts, to be assembled. The main goal of the mitoribosome is to translate mRNA into proteins that can be used by the cell.